So we're on day 4 of integrating FileMaker with ChatGPT. I think I missed day 3. So, what are we doing
Yeah,
today, Nick? What would we be
uh,
doing today?
we continue the integration of the ChatGPT. So this weekend I did many things with ChatGPT, right? So and it's a good way to do things, but you need to have a strategy, right? When you use ChatGPT for things like this. So that means what you cannot do is ask for 2,000 requests, right, in a row, like asking, because if you do this, they cut you, right? They cut you because are you ask for too many things, subsequently, right? So if you do this, they slow you down. They cut you. At one point, they cut you. So the Chat GPT must be like, uh, you have a record, you want something to happen, and then it happened. But you cannot say, oh, select like 2,000 records and updates the field with this and this and this and this and this. At one point, it will cut you down. Okay, so that's the downside of the ChatGPT things, right? So that means, because for a customer, I want to use ChatGPT and update like something like 100,000 records, right? So, and I realized that after 5 or 6 records, they say, okay, you try in 1 minute, or try in 7 minutes, or try in 10 minutes, right? So because they don't want you to do that, right? So that's the first precision that I want to give, to people when you do the integration. So let me close all what I have here. What I suggest to do, okay, and I start showing that last week, is to have a table where you ask your questions. Okay, so this is what you need to do, right? You need to ask the question you want to ask to ChatGPT, and have them in records like this. So you can create records, and in the text, right, what you're going to send to ChatGPT, you can um, uh, select the record and send what you want in the record. In the same time, you don't want to have a question, a request for each records. That means here, for example, if I go to the documents here, so let's see if I found the documents here, for example. Okay, so if I have something here and I want to ask ChatGPT something about this, okay, about this document, about this text that I have here, right? You cannot, you want to have one request and then send that request based on what you have on that field, on that record. Because here I'm on the record 18, and on the record 18, this is the content of that field. So I want to send the content of that field to ChatGPT, right? The request is this, okay? I want this, that's the name of the request that I want to send to ChatGPT, right? So I put here the name of the request I want to send, right? And automatically, because I have, a relationship between that table, the document table, and the request table, I can link that record directly, like I did here. When I am in documents, where I'm okay. I'm in this tier 1, right? And I want to send a request, right? So I want to select the request. So here is the request I want to send. So here I'm using that field. Okay, I'm using that field to link that table, the contact table, to the request table. So I said, so I want this request here, right? And ChatGPT automatically, so here, like, Let's see how it works. Okay. So I'm setting the field. Oh yeah. So I'm setting the field with the request number I want, right? Then here I'm setting a variable with the current documents, and I'm cleaning up the current document. So what I'm doing here, I am so what I call document is this field, right? It's the text I have here, right? Here I want to take all the contents of that field in a variable, right? And I'm removing the extra carriage return. So I mean, if I have a blank, so let's see. Sometime it happened this, and it happened this. It can happen that you have double like this. It can happen that you have this. We don't want to send that to ChatGPT. We want to clean those carriage returns, right? So to do so, you do that way. You select in a variable the content of the document, but you stripped out all the double carriage returns. So now I'm back on something clean. Okay. When I have this done, okay, I want to get the list of all the requests I have based on this name here. So here, that the list of the requests I have only one, that the request. Okay. So what happened here now? I want to send to ChatGPT the documents, the clean version, this variable. I want to send this. So in my request, I have a keyword here that I call documents. This is a keyword. Okay. And this variable here, current formatted request, will just replace in all my requests, will replace the word document by the content of that variable. So at the end, this will give me this. So the content of that variable, and at the end, in JSON. So I'm asking ChatGPT, take all of this in JSON format. I'm executing the request. So this is my subscript, send and get the results, right? So this is a traditional API. I'm inserting inside a local variable, right? So I have a local variable here. That is the response from ChatGPT, okay? I'm cleaning the response because this is unreadable, right? So I'm cleaning this, so I'm passing the errors. I'm setting another variable with the contents with the JSON element that I need, right? So I'm going to, show you this in a moment. So I can show you right now. So ChatGPT returned me, ChatGPT send me this, right? But in this, just what interests me is this, the text. So, and because it's a ChatGPT, it's returning a JSON format, whatever you do. But inside the JSON format, I ask a JSON results, okay? So I'm asking this. This is what I want from that JSON, okay?
Just the content, not all the extra stuff.
This is a JSON, but inside the JSON, I have another JSON.
Right.
Okay? You know what I mean?
Yep, buried down in that that content key.
Exactly. So that's what I want. Okay. So, and I put this in a text variable. So I'm all the time I'm getting variable because I don't want to set field right now. I am in a script, so I'm setting the text. So that is what I want, right? I formatted the text. That means I remove extra whatever, carry return or whatever.
Yeah, a bunch of that line stuff, new lines.
Yeah, exactly. Before, after, you can have this, so you clean that. And then when you exit that script, I want the result of this. So the process is this. I'm sending the request. I'm getting the request in that script. I'm doing all the process. Then this returns a variable with the results. Okay. Then I'm testing if there's an error or whatever. Then I'm taking in another variable, I'm extracting from this only the piece that I'm interested in. I'm cleaning that, and then I'm sending back this to the original script, remember? Because I was in this, this performed that script. Right. So I exit the script, and now from here, I'm getting the result from the script. So now in that script now, I have the result from ChatGPT available here. Okay. And then I can set a field at the end with the results. Okay. So let's, so that's the result I get. Okay.
Okay.
So, but we can get other requests. We can do other requests. Here is just a JSON. Okay. So we can do, yeah, exactly. So I can do another one, JSON 4. Okay. And I can say, okay, I still want the documents. And we can say this. Summarize this content, for example. Okay, so let's see what happened when I do this. So I'm changing the request to the 4, and I press get. Okay. So the result will be different. This is a summary. This content is notice of error based, the letter is also including a description, how to process, so you can ask pretty much what you want, or for example, I want here, you can do this, and you can ask, what is the property ID? Okay. And in JSON. Okay, so let's see what happened when I do this. Boom. So you can get the whole thing, or you can call something precise. Always, like we discovered last week, okay? Always when you do this, you call with in JSON at the end. Then he knows that you want only one piece, right? Only one piece. You can ask many things if you want, So you can ask the property ID and the market value, okay? And you can say like this, property ID, market value, like this. So I'm asking what I want in JSON. Okay. So let's see what happened. See, he followed my pattern, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he returned the number I want. Okay. So
yeah, using the terms, the titles, if you will, the labels, that you want.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So that it's very cool because you can do pretty much what you want here, right? You can ask things like this, right? And so here's something else that I want to show you. Okay, so that was one one aspect of it. You have a text, right? And then you want to extract things from this, okay? The quick reference. So that is very, but if you ask this, let's say you have 1,000 documents and you want to do next record, do this, next record, do this, right? If you do this at one point, it will say, okay, get out of here.
Right, yeah.
You exceed the request. You cannot do this, okay? So that could be a downside.
But
But
don't
you
put
need
it
to know
in a
that.
loop. Don't
Yeah,
put it
you
in a
can.
loop.
No, you can't. You can't do that. So, but if you copy paste something, so since I wasn't ready, I need to open another file. Okay, I want to show you many things here, anything interesting. Let me open the other client file because ChatGPT knows the many languages. Okay. And I want to anticipate a little bit what we are going to do next week. Okay. The web scraping. Okay. The web scraping, it's a technique, it's an interesting technique. So next week, I'm going to make it much more evolved than what I've done so far. Okay. So we do the extreme web scraping. Okay. So I'm not going to explain what we're going to do next week, but I'm going to show you how ChatGPT could be of a help on this as well. Okay. But as I said, all of this for me is experimental, right? I just show you what I can do with those things, right? So sorry for the, I was opening another file, another customer file. So.
Hey, Oregon Dean has put something in there. I think we can address it really quickly. Oregon Dean is saying that, of course, ChatGPT's knowledge base is really only good to 2021. And he's asking about forcing it to do current data. I guess the answer there is, remember that this is all coming from one of your documents. So it's your document. It's not even looking in its database. It's just doing go into this document, pull this information, do the OCR, pull this information, and give us back what we want.
I have the answer. That's funny because I talked to somebody, the tech support, because I'm a paying customer right now on ChatGPT. So I can ask stuff. Okay, I can show you. I will show you. If you ask ChatGPT to go to another website and get something from a website and analyze it for you, they will say no. They have this. ChatGPT cannot go to a website on call and get you the answer. It's not capable of doing this. They have legal stuff here. You cannot do this. Okay, so you cannot say, "Oh, go to apple.com and give me the price of the latest iPhone." That won't work.
Okay.
Okay, it won't work because they cannot go to another website. The only thing they can do is give you answer based on what they already have analyzed and scrapped, because that's what they do. They scrap websites where they can't do, where they have the authorization of doing it, because there's many legal problem here. Okay, but I'm going to show you what you can do to overcome this. So and that's funny because it's exactly what I want to show you. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. So the web scraping. Okay. So I need to get a new URL for this. Okay. This is a preview of the website. Why so slow? Okay. Now, otherwise I can go to Galveston. Okay, let's go to Galveston. Galveston. Here I know it works. Okay. This is a website. This is I'm building this URL, so I'm not going to show you this because this is a part of next week.
Right.
I have this website, and this is a source. Okay, this is the source of the website. Okay.
Okay.
So unfortunately, I cannot send the entire code to ChatGPT. Why? Because this is the source of that page. Okay. Why? Because it's too much. It's too much info. So I need to select what I can. Okay. So I want the market value. So for example, I'm finding inside that text market value. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to send, so this is where it is. Okay. So this is a HTML,
Right.
So I'm going to send a little bit, I'm going to send this, and until there, something like this. So I'm selecting a piece of the code, right? Or maybe
Okay.
I can go a little bit more. Oh, hold on, somebody. Hold on. The door. Okay, so I copy this and I'm pasting this here. New record. I'm pasting this code here. Okay.
Okay.
And now I'm
So
going to add.
in effect, a current website, at least just a
Yes.
piece of.
Yeah. And I'm going to ask this in JSON. Okay.
Okay.
We get some time. Boom.
And this JSON3 was all the JSON of the document on the left.
So
right?
it took all of this and he gave me all the information I want here. Right? So pretty much now I have no problem, getting the appraised value, getting pretty much all what I'm doing
stuff in your list.
Okay, all what I'm doing here in a web scraping that I'm going to show you next week, okay? All what I'm doing here, all of those information here, I have is there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have all the code here, I can just, extract whatever I want, the tax, the owner ID, all the thing I want here, the mailing address, the market value, all of what I want is there now, but in JSON format. So I have no problem to get what I want out of this. Okay, so this is also what you can do. You go to the website, you select the source, the code, and from the code that is HTML, you can say, okay, I want this. But you can do also, like the taxable value, So you want the tax rate, for example. Okay. So this is pure experimental, okay? You can say in the request here. Where's my request? I have so many. Okay.
Yeah, it was there a minute ago. There you go.
Yeah. So you can ask, okay, 5, you want this, right? And you want the tax rate, right?
Mm-hmm.
tax rate in JSON. Okay, so that's the JSON 5. So if I select the 5 here, get. So this is not the tax rates.
Those
Okay.
those look like rates for the different counties, for the
Yeah.
city, the county, the college,
Yeah.
the whatever the
But
nav
this,
district is.
but
Yeah,
you know, but it's not what I want. I want the property tax rate. So let's see, because you need to we need to tell him what we want. Yeah, that you're right. That's the tax rate of all the
those are
counties.
all the different levels.
Yeah, but this is not what I want. I want this. So let me go back to the free. So you need to learn how to call what you, because that's right. It gave me all the tax rates.
Yeah,
Okay,
it did what you asked.
exactly. But not exactly what I want.
I want to go to Grand
So,
Beach where the taxes have expired.
okay, so I want this tax rate, the property tax rate. No, yeah. Which one I want the tax? Let's ask something else, because maybe I don't, because I didn't copy enough.
That section, yeah.
Or I want the market value, for example. On this, I want only the property values. Let's say I want this. Okay, I want only this. Okay, so I'm in JSON 3, JSON 5. I want this. Okay, so on the JSON 5 here. But the interesting part of it is that you can send to ChatGPT, you can send, the a
In
code.
effect, send a current document basically. Because
He gave me all, but I just want the property value, but it gave me much more than what I want, But okay, he gave me pretty much all the values that was there. Okay, so the difficulty here is to tell exactly what you want, but let's see if we can be more specific, right? So that's why what we say is that we need to learn how to use ChatGPT because here is for property values and stuff like that. But if you have other things that you want to ask, I want this, I want the property values, but maybe I need to say, oh, I want all of those. Okay, so I want this only,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I want those things. So you go to the 5, you paste this, okay, and you clean up, So I want this, I want this, I want this. Let's see, let's do with 3 and see how it goes, okay? 3 or 4, let's, because this is what I want to extract from the documents.
This experimenting, looking at things reminds me of 40 years or 30 years ago, looking at HTML source to learn how to write HTML.
Yeah. So let's see if it understand what I want. Boom. Got it.
Yep.
Right? So yeah, you need to be specific, but because if you say property values and you have many times property value in that document, like for example, if you want to search something in text in a field, you select the field and you use this find replace.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Don't do replace, just use the current record, current field. Okay. And I want the property values. So how many times I have property?
You got an extra, yeah.
Yeah, property. Okay. How many times I have this? I have one time here. Yeah, I have only one time. Maybe in the property value section, I had many array, many things. But you can ask whatever you want. Okay. I'm pretty sure we can ask things like, let's try sum of So I want the improve. So I want
Higher math now.
improve value. Okay. So in JSON. So let's see if he is going to if he's going to put this and this, but there's 0 here. I want to improve. Okay, so I want to make an addition of this. Okay, because I have a value here and this. Let's see if he's going to do the math for us. You know what I mean? If he's going to ask if he's capable of doing this. Okay. Okay. So, and I want that in the results name like this. Let's see if it works. So JSON 5. So now it's not. Sum of improvements. Yeah.
It did. Yeah, it gave you the two values and then added it.
Give you the 2 values and then it returns. So that being said, so there's no limit here, right? This is when you have things like this, you know, you have large documents, you have things that you want to, so you have a text, for example. I don't know if we can go online and see if we can. Also, you know, what you can do if you have a lot of fields, so that will be for tomorrow. This is what I'm done right now, right? Well, first, it's experimental. Secondly, it's taking a bunch of text, right? Extracting a bunch of text, bunch of code, go to ChatGPT and then return, right? The data, and then we can use that inside our what's the name? We can use that inside our field. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But what we can do is the opposite, is selecting many fields from FileMaker, send that over there, right? And take something else, you know? Like, for example, you can build, if you have, so what the test I want to do is like taking like an estimate or taking an invoice, okay? And summarize it for you, you know? Send an email with you know, write an email with you know, to one person and send an email and say, okay, hey, dear whatever, you know. So you know what I mean? So I'm going to build that for tomorrow, is to say, okay, I'm going to use FMSP, and I'm going to create an invoice with a customer name and email or whatever, and I'm going to ask ChatGPT to do things for that. So that means you have a estimate or invoice, but you want to send the document, but you want to send like a text, or terms, how long it needs to pay it, but you want a text. You want a text to you know, something nice. So far, we were doing this by typing a text ourselves and replacing keywords with the data, right? But I want to use ChatGPT to formulate the text in a different ways, you know. And we're going to do that tomorrow. We're going to experiment that tomorrow like this, to do things like. But the web scraping things, it's interesting, because while I was prepping for next week using that file, right? While I was prepping next week for this web scraping system, I thought, why I don't send that to ChatGPT and see what he returns, and I was very surprised about the results. Okay, the results was, you know, impressive. You know, even though I have my own system here that I'm going to show you next week, this system here that I built is the pure web scraping like we had before. Okay, you know, analyzing the source within FileMaker and parse information I need, right, using different calcs. Okay, but ChatGPT did for me. The problem is I cannot say, oh, do it for the 1078, do it, do a script like do that, right? No, like I have here, I have a script here for the web scraping, so I have the web scraping loop. So pretty much I'm selecting all full county. I go to the first and I have a loop and I say, okay, and I get all the information I want, So the first script here, do this, insert from URL, right? That's the first script. And the second one, it do all the scraping, right? So I'm asking all the fields that I want to do, So, but this happened inside FileMaker. It doesn't happen on ChatGPT. I'm not doing this on ChatGPT, right? Because if I do this, if I do start a loop and I say insert from URL, get URL like this, loop. At one point, he said, bye. You exceed it, even if you are a paying customer.
Yeah.
Right?
So you bring it back, you do all the looping, scraping, etc., and then send what you need as you need it back to ChatGPT.
Yeah, but on the loop, it's not possible to use ChatGPT because
I understand. Right. You do the loop in FileMaker.
Yeah. But what you can do is if you say, oh, I want that one. Let's say you want, at one point you said, oh, give me the information for this, one record. That you can do.
Right.
That you can do. You can say, oh, give me this. Okay, get, boom. But if you do a loop, it will say go bleep yourself, because it's it's not possible. I talk to them. They say,
the good news is it doesn't ask for money, I guess, right? Or does it?
I think all of this is experimental. Even OpenAI is experimental. All of this is experimental.
Oh yeah.
So So they have a paying model. So I'm paying right now, $20 a month to get access to faster response, and ChatGPT 4, because there's two more. So I can show you that. You have ChatGPT 3.5 and ChatGPT 4, right?
Do you see a speed difference between 3 and 4?
Okay, so the problem is the problem is that there's no AI, there's no API yet for ChatGPT 4,
Okay.
So there's no why I cannot go there, login. So we cannot ask ChatGPT for the API on ChatGPT 4 is not available yet.
I understand.
We cannot have access to the API on 4, just on 3.5. So so that's why I don't know the difference, because I'm focusing on the API right now.
Sure.
Okay?
Sure.
Yeah. But here they said you have 2, you have 4 and 3.5, So so you see all the tests I did. So it should be faster, but so let's say.
But you'd have to run your own test. You'd have to paste the same inquiry in and run a stopwatch on it or something. And
so far I saw that it was slower. So if I do this, it was slower. Oh, he wants shoulder. See, and he wants shoulder.
Yeah, there it is. Too long.
Yeah, he accepted this on 3.5, but not on 4. Okay, that's funny.
Yeah. So 4 isn't truly optimized.
So here you can get, if you get this, if you don't say JSON, you have this. So so that's something I forgot to show you. If I say here in my request here, I'm changing this and I'm saying, oh, don't do JSON, do normal, right? Here. So if I do this, so I don't do JSON, I say just get me. It will summarize this for you. So that's what I want to experiment tomorrow, building an email based on data we have in FileMaker. So I'll say, okay, I have this, build me an email. So this is what you get, right? So this is something you can create your documents, save a PDF, I can do that.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
I can say, okay, save a PDF with this, add your logo, and do this. Mm-hmm. So dear, I don't know the owner of this house. If I do that, it's because this is public. So I have no problem, I can show this is public.
Right. Yeah, all this stuff. Yeah, right. It's public stuff on the web. Yeah.
Yeah. So so you can send this. So imagine, so you have a website, you have this website, and you want to send to your customer and you can add stuff out of this. So you can say, okay, this is what you have today, and then you can ask FileMaker, we recommend, blah, 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 blah. You can add whatever you want. You can add your own text based on this. So here I'm just showing you what you can do, to improve your, your system, right? So you can. I know you have. I have many customers. They have a very complex calculation, linear size versus the weight, or like, for example, if you have a box, something like if I have a box that is 10 by 20 inches, right? And I want to put like and I have 2,000 items that big like this, like a 2 by 5. How many boxes I need? ChatGPT will do that for you.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Given these parameters,
yeah. So it's So it's and you can even send QR codes. QR codes. So you can send that to ChatGPT. Will understand what it is and give you the results. So there's many things we can use on ChatGPT. I come with some ideas that come to me, but this was a good example because you can, for example, you have a manifest, right? So let's say, Ken, let's say you have the balloon fiesta.
Yeah.
And you have a list, and you have a list of people. It's a piece of paper. You scan it, okay? And you say, okay, you have a piece of paper, and saying that, okay, the result of the context, for example, which guy, the first, the second, the third, and then you want to analyze this. So you scan the documents, you send all the information to ChatGPT. You say, okay, make me a JSON out of this, okay, and then you can insert back in each records, the result for each pilot, for example, and the balloon and everything, right?
Yeah.
So I keep thinking what the application of those things, right? Are I don't know. For example, the boss is doing this helicopter stuff, so he has maintenance and stuff like that. So, what did I do this month? Okay, you get all the documents from the service people. You get ChatGPT and say, okay, this is what I've done. And then you have FileMaker, and you can create records and say, okay, for that day, I did this, and this, and you keep track with FileMaker. But instead of typing everything by hand, you just say, okay, ChatGPT, convert this in JSON, and then you have a routine, you have a script in FileMaker that automatically analyze the JSON, and then you can create records. You understand? So it's endless, in my opinion, what we can do here. It's endless, right? So in the audience, who can use this? I don't have Discord open here, but do we have a?
Labo wants to know if we could take a picture of the contents of the refrigerator and ask him for a recipe for dinner.
You know what? Let's do it.
Why not?
Let's do it. But that would be another type of AI.
Yeah. Because
so
I think ChatGPT is going to tell you it doesn't know what to do with the picture.
I think so. So copy image. Let's see if I can paste in chat because you have DALL-E. Because here I cannot. So it cannot go to another. It cannot go. So you need to use another. Yeah, that's something I didn't use yet. It's that's another. They call that DALL-E, Dolly.
Yeah.
So see, this is what I get the plan. I have the ChatGPT.
Looks like they updated all the non-paying people to 3.5.
Yeah.
Because I just went into mine and it shows 3.5, and then wants me to pay for the 4.
Yeah. So I don't know where's the.
When you log in, if you're to log out, I think you see it there.
Yeah, or maybe there. They have an OpenAI here. They have a.
So if you went to the login now, I think
is this one? This
there
is
you go. Yeah.
This is the picture analysis. So I didn't play with this yet, but that's for create realistic image for arts.
Right.
Okay, so try DALL-E. So you can create things like this, but generates.
Create me the contents of a refrigerator if I wanted lasagna.
Yeah. No, I can go there. I can just save this in the desktop and see what happened. So I don't know. This I didn't.
It's a whole different concept. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not analysis of the content of the image. I don't know if I can just insert from here. I don't know. It's okay, but it's we have a lot of. But from now, I want to show you the text analysis and those JSON stuff, the code analysis. Then you can get JSON and you can get summaries of this. Tomorrow I want to do this email generation based on FileMaker data.
That'll be fun. That'll be fun.
And see how because we can ask create an email with invoice number 1, 2, 3, 4 and to Nicholas Hunter of a total of $1,200, like this, and with
payable to Ken.
Payment with a payment term 30 days.
To Ken.
Here. Boom.
You could have put my name in there.
Yeah. So here, dear Nicholas Hunter, I hope you find this email. Invoice detail, invoice number 1, 2, 3, 4, total amount 1,200, payment due 30 days. So you can mention the payment can be made via. So you can see,
I like how it gives you those prompts. Fill in the more specifics here that you didn't give me. I like how it does that.
Yeah. So okay, that tomorrow.
Cool.
Yeah, I like to experiment in front of you, right? So we tomorrow we are going to pick our FMSP. We're going to fill up things, and we're going to learn how this behaves. And I think the idea of generating an email with ChatGPT, that's cool, right? Because who want to type this? Nobody want to type this. I don't want to type this.
No,
I'm going to say, I think, I think if I say, oh, tomorrow, because otherwise, but if you say payment term 20 days, by credit card, checks, or Zelle, and my name, my signature, and I'm pretty sure he's going to do it. So, but what I'm going to show you is how you need to modify using substitute the requests with all the data you want out, how you get the data out from FileMaker inside the request, right? That would be interesting, right? Then send the request and then take it back and send the email with FileMaker, because ChatGPT cannot send email.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
So we can get, so we have the subject. So can I set in JSON like this subject? Yeah, perfect. But I don't want this. Recipients, invoice.
Oh, it's having to put a value
Yeah,
label.
message. Yeah, he's there. So payment terms, and then you have the text here. So all the text is there, right?
Yeah.
So we can mention the method, the bank transfer, billing department. Okay. So you can use this and then with the JSON, because here it's complicated to, okay, where's the subject? Okay, subject is easy to extract, but here is, the best is to use the JSON formats, and then subjects, and we can even send, we can say, tomorrow. Back. It's 4:10. It's 4:10. Okay.
Midnight.
Time to go. Yeah, no, otherwise tomorrow, I don't know. I have nothing to
Yeah,
say.
what are you going to do tomorrow if you do it all today?
Bye, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Got a report of an individual up here who may be a FileMaker license. Well, it's potentially expired. Look at the back of that car right there. Looks like the FileMaker license has expired. Sir, I need you to step out of the vehicle. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Sir!